Hi, my name is Matthew Klang. I'm debating on the affirmative side of the resolution that this House believes that being a vegetarian is a better ethical choice than meat eating. I have three components to my argument. The first, ecological concerns. The second is animal rights. The third is human consumption. I'll start with ecological concerns. In 2006, the UN calculated the total climate change emissions of animals bred for meat was 18% of the global total for emissions, more than cars, planes, and all other transportation combined. It takes roughly 108 pounds of water to produce 1 pound of wheat. It takes 20,000 pounds of water to produce just 1 pound of beef. Let's put that in perspective. Farming uses 70% of the water available to humans. The majority of plant food grown on farms is also used as animal feed. It takes 8.4 kilograms of plant food to produce 1 kilogram of pork. Here are four excerpts from a Cornell analysis. Animal protein production requires more than 8 times as much fossil fuel energy than the production of plant protein. If all the grain currently fed to livestock in the U.S. were consumed directly by people, the number of people who could be fed would be nearly 800 million. More than 300 million hectares of land are devoted to producing feed for the U.S. livestock. And the 7 billion livestock animals in the U.S. consume 5 times as much grain as our entire population. So, by producing meat, the population loses a vast majority of its potential to produce protein. The amount of energy and land used is far greater than that of plant food. Plus, the soil erosion and greenhouse gases produced by raising livestock make our planet far less sustainable. Animal rights is the next concern. Modern science concludes that we have many similarities to animals, especially mammals. The DNA of the cow is 80% similar. On the other hand, we share just 15% with the rice plant. So, what does the similarity mean? This brings us to animal intelligence. A dog, for instance, is thought to hold an intelligence that measures up to a 2-year-old. Pigs are even more intelligent. It's widely accepted by scientists that the animal's brain complexity is directly correlated to their ability to feel pain and suffering. Psychologist B.F. Skinner proved that animals feel pain in a clinical test where they were shocked with electrical current as they approached their food. A pig's natural lifespan is 15 years, but they're generally killed for pork at 6 months. Male pigs are usually castrated. They often have their tails moved, teeth clipped, and many pigs die in the bad conditions of transit. In 2010, 62 billion animals died for food just in America. Here's the ones that made it to the slaughterhouse: 23.6 million ducks, 35.3 million cattle, 110 million pigs, 242 million turkeys, 8.7 billion chickens, 7.3 billion fish, and 12 billion shellfish. In 2010, the average meat eater's diet was responsible for about 207 animal deaths. At that rate, it's around 16,000 animals over the course of a person's lifespan. Now on to human consumption. Humans are naturally omnivores. However, there's much research that indicates we lived almost solely on plant matter as recently as 10,000 years ago. Vegetarians live on average 8 years longer than regular meat eaters. This is comparable to the difference between smokers and non smokers. The proteins and vitamins of meat can be derived from vegetable sources, except without the cholesterol and fat. Today, this Today, we live in a society where it is possible and beneficial to choose a vegetarian diet. Perhaps in some parts of the world, eating meat may impact health or survival, but if you are in poverty, you don't need to sacrifice health to abstain from meat. Therefore, for us, the judge, myself, and the other debater, and everyone else around in the American society and dealing with the status quo, eating meat is a choice of leisure rather than a need. A vegetarian diet greatly lessens our ecological impact and decreases the food we need to produce. A vegetarian diet undoubtedly lessens the hardship on animals as well as on other human beings. If that's not more ethical, I don't know what is. So, yeah, I think that's the most ethical choice we have. Thank you very much.